I was put on.
Sorry about that.
There he is. Okay, I thought maybe he had another call. I'm like, okay, well then I'll just wait.
I did. I couldn't get off of it in time. Basically, the book's about old college stories, kind of up from high school to current day. It's probably not for everybody out there. It's a little raunchy from time to time. All of it's true. It's crazy. I don't know another way to describe it.
Now, with this book, what was the point you were trying to get across to people? What were some of the different things you wanted to express to people in this book?
I had a lot of friends that hit me up to write this because they were familiar with the stories. I started writing a screenplay years ago, trying to put all this into a written format. I got busy with other projects and finally said, hey, you know what? I'm going to write this book and let everybody enjoy the humor value that's in these stories.
Now, this book, how long did it take you to put this whole thing together?
Roughly about 6 months. It probably could have taken 2, but I kept getting into adventures along the way that I had to write about. So it would turn into a perpetual project.
Now, kind of give us a thumbnail sketch of the plot and some of the different characters and some of the different people in the book.
It's true story. It's more of a memoir. It's just a kind of a list of the chapters are basically individual stories. There's 74 chapters. It's people I went to college with, fraternity brothers, family, random women. Those are the major players. It's individual stories.
Check out ldookie.com for more information. It's Crimes Against Humanity, Memoirs of L. Dookie. We've got Jay Aldridge with us today here in our broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on TuneIn, iTunes, our Radio Loyalty, Stitcher, and, of course, the brand-new Jiggy Jaguar app available in the App Store, or go to jiggyjaguar.us. You can stream the show live. You can participate in social media. You can watch our videos. You can watch our live videos. You can watch us on Ustream, all sorts of stuff. Go to our app, jiggyjaguar.us. You can also download our podcast as well. Now, you mentioned you had a bunch of folks that wanted you to get this book together. Who's your target audience for this?
It's definitely those over 18. I would say 18, 50. There's probably older people that want to live vicariously through the crazy stuff I've done. I could see them getting involved with it. The genre is fratire. It became popular years ago. I don't know if you ever heard of Tucker Max.
Yeah.
It's very similar. The content. I would say college kids and up. I mean, I have friends that are in their 50s reading it.
Yeah. We've got Jay Aldridge with us today, joins us live here on the broadcast, and he has this great book out. It's everywhere. It's available on iTunes, Kindle, and Nook. ldookie.com is the official website. Check out Crimes Against Humanity, Memoirs of L. Dookie, and he's with us today here on the broadcast. And have you had any type of repercussions or any type of feedback from folks who have picked the book up and read some of the stories?
When it came out, I was bombarded with calls, texts, Facebook messages, people that loved it. I've had some people that weren't happy with it. I didn't mention them by name, but use nicknames in there. They'd come back and questioned why I would put the story in there. Once it's written, it's too late. I had a girl that I was dating that went off and read it, and I had to explain to her some of the stories.
Some of the weird things that pop up in this book. Now,
bodily functions, hookers, strippers. That's kind of the content.
Hey, you know what's funny about that is that you mentioned your book has hookers and strippers in it. We actually just talked to an adult film star before we brought you on, so it kind of it all wraps itself together here today, Jay.
You're going full circle, I see.
There you go. Now, what's the overall theme of the book?
I would have to say it'd be about me being an asshole, pretty much, for the most part.
Well, You're perfect for this.
In the title, Crimes Against Humanity, I really couldn't have thought of a better name for the book. I mean, it's perfect. It's stuff I've done to random women, family members, friends. That's the entire theme of the book.
And we've got Jay with us today. Now, give us a profile of the typical reader who's gonna enjoy this book.
I would say college kids love it. I mean, they're the ones that are living this now. That was my old time. I'm past that now. They would probably enjoy it. A lot of fraternity guys. A lot of the stories are based on things that happen within a fraternity. They would definitely read it. I know a lot of from time to time, it's kind of cooled down from the stuff we used to do back in the 90s. These guys, all they want to do now is study and go on to do great things. That wasn't exactly what we used to do back in the day.
We've got Jay Aldridge with us today. He joins us live here on the broadcast, here on iTunes. And, of course, if you want to get a hold of us on AMFM247.com or RadioZenu.com, that is probably your best spot to get a hold of us. Is there a particular chapter or story that our listeners need to go seek out when they pick this book up?
Yeah, how much time do you have?
Actually, we have about 15 minutes if you want to give us some information, my friend.
I think here's probably the best story about how I got the name El Duque. I've been called that for years, but basically how it happened was when I was in college, I was over at this girl's house, and I had to go to the bathroom, and there was a kitty litter box in front of the toilet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I went in the kitty litter box. I took it a step further and laid out in the kitty litter box and then left. Now, where the story gets funny is this girl called me the next day and was crying because her mother came home, saw this bowel movement in a kitty litter box, took the cat to the vet. The vet thought there was something wrong with it, and he put the cat down.
Oh, fuck.
So wow. When this all happened was back when the Yankees were playing in the World Series in like 98, I think it was. And there was a bunch of guys I was with. We were watching the World Series. And Orlando Hernandez, his name was El Duque, Q-U-E.
Yes.
And everybody said, "Hey, Aldridge, your new name's El Duque," because of that story. And it's stuck ever since. I've gone by that. People know me by that name. It's crazy. But I've stuck with it.
Now, since you've had all this, name one entity that you feel has supported you with this book.
I would say friends. Family, not so much. They didn't want their name associated with the kind of stories I'm telling here. College friends, they've pushed it along all the way. They were great in spreading the word, through Facebook, social media when it came out.
We've got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on the broadcast. And tell us a little bit about the website and what people can expect over there.
The website, it has a lot of the promotional videos I did. They're kind of themed toward the book. It's got information about the book. It's got the chapter list. You can see all the photos that are in the book also. It gives you a clear picture before someone would go out and purchase it, kind of what they're getting themselves involved with when they read it. It's got the reviews in there, professional book reviews and so forth.
We've got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on Skype, talking a little bit about his great book. Now, what inspired you to pick up a pen and paper and put this book together?
I had some free time on my hands. I had recently completed like a 600-page technical manual for a pharmaceutical company, which was a major feat. After that project was done, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back and finish this screenplay. But trying to come up with dialogue and put it in screenplay format is very difficult. So I thought, I'm just going to write it in a book format first and see where the screenplay goes. And I started writing, took off with it, got to about 25,000 words and hit a brick wall. And then it started flowing, and it was just off to the races from there.
We've got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here in our broadcast. Jay Aldridge joins us, talking a little bit about his great new book. If you want to get more information, check out our website, jiggyjaguar.com. We're going to put a link to the book up there. You can also go to eldookie.com, ELDOOKIE.com. It's called Crimes Against Humanity, Memoirs of El Dookie. And thanks for being with us today, Jay. We got to wrap up the show, but I appreciate you being with us today, man.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Definitely. We'll talk soon. Appreciate it, bro.
All right.
We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we've got more.